Hey, this is Russ. I am back out on the bike. It's December 2nd, Thursday. What time is it? It's about 11:15 in the morning, and it's about 55 degrees. So I figured I should go back out while I can. And a little bit different this time. If you notice, I got full gloves on now. And besides my sweatshirt, I also have a jacket on, and still wearing the vest. So I've got some extra layering. In addition to that, I've got a little beanie cap on my head that is underneath my helmet. Trying to move over. I have a guy that's trying to make a right turn. I don't know if he can make it or not. Apparently not. I don't think he wants to go past me, but I kind of need him to trigger this light, so hopefully he's moving up a little bit. So yeah, I didn't think I'd be able to go back out again, but here we are. Yeah, never say never, right? Because sometimes you do make it out there. So, doesn't feel like a lot of wind blowing right now, but it is going to start blowing once I start riding, of course. So today, we're still hanging around the same general areas because I don't want to go too far. I'm still sniffling a little bit because it is still a little bit cold with the wind hitting us. Now, I have noticed that since I haven't been on the bike in so long, and I haven't done my exercises on my recumbent bike at home, the knee is stiffer. I still have that issue. But you might notice too that I did something a little differently. I have a cable here. This cable that you might see here is my microphone cable, and that's attached to the audio recorder, which is now sitting in the basket. The reason I did this is because the last couple rides that I did, the audio recorder kicked out on me, and I don't know whether that's because I accidentally hit the off button. You know, typically I have that recorder kind of strapped to the back of me, and so I could accidentally be turning it on and off by bumping into it somehow. So I said I need to move it up front, so I stuck it in the basket this time, which of course now means that this cable is connected here. And the lavalier mic that I have has a 48 volt phantom powering that the recorder supplies that power. So it needs a transformer. So the transformer is sitting inside the pocket of my vest. Then a short XLR cable is going from that to the audio recorder. I'm just hoping that this works this time, because I know that the last couple of videos that we did had bike stuff, we had to use the audio that was from the GoPro, and that doesn't pick up that well. Well, okay, it picks up, but it picks up everything. It picks up all of the noise from outside and everything. The lavalier mic, as you know, is attached to my helmet, on the visor of my helmet, and it has good wind rejection and everything, and so obviously we much rather have that audio. So we'll see. I'm just hoping it turns out. If it doesn't, you'll know immediately because the audio will be terrible. So I am going to a different route here. I figured what I do is I go around this small circle area, and then I'm going to try to hit the trail again. So I'm doing a combination of pedaling and also throttling as I usually do. Now, I spoke with my cousin recently. He told me that he's been mostly pedaling on his Hemi bike, which is good for him. I've been lazy. I think I've been lazy since getting the 52 volt 20 amp hour batteries, because now I know I have a lot more range with these batteries, and so I don't hesitate in using the throttle more, whereas I really should be just pedaling it, using the pedal assist to help out. It's better for my knee, first off, if I pedal it. But yeah, you tend to get lazy. That's the problem. I remember there was a guy who stopped me once while I was on the bike, and he asked me if the e-bike was giving me good exercise, and I had to tell him, absolutely not. Yeah, you don't get the kind of exercise that a guy on a regular bike gets, obviously, but it's okay. I think the e-bike for me is twofold, maybe three. The first one is it's got to help my knee out. That was the main reason to get one. Secondly, I want to get outside and do things. Thirdly, I like going distance. I like someplace specifically to go. And I don't know whether I could pedal that entire thing like that. Okay, now I feel the wind blowing on me, and it is blowing me sideways a little bit. I had that happen before. That's always a little scary, because you kind of feel like you're going to be pushed over. And considering how heavy this bike is and everything, and me, you wouldn't think that, but you could definitely feel it when it pushes sideways on you. Yeah, I could definitely feel it pushing me to the side. Don't like that feeling. It's like you're gonna fall off the bike because of it. Alright, so now we got little kids. Kid with her bike. And also in the road. I'm always more nervous when there's little kids around, because you can never tell what they're going to do. So I tend to slow down, give them right of way. Yeah, nobody playing tennis, nobody playing that pickleball. A little too cold. Yep, still sniffling. How are we doing for mileage here? We're at 2,587 miles. We're going to break the 2,600 mile mark today. I'm going to make sure we get that extra 13 miles. So we're going to have to travel a bit. Now, it may not be all on this video. I'm going to split this video up into several videos, just so that we have something to watch on additional days. You know, I could make this like a 30-40 minute video, but then, you know, I know that not all of us watch it all at one time, and on top of that, then we'd only have it for one day. So we want to see it over several days, so I'm going to split us up. But yeah, I want to break that 2,600 mile mark for this year. So yeah, this whole thing with the microphone, this cable here, it does kind of attach me, but really I'm not straying far from the bike. The only thing I have to remember to do is that when the time comes for me to get off the bike, I usually exit off to the left-hand side. It's not to walk away from the bike immediately. I got to make sure that I disconnect the microphone before I do it. Otherwise, Otherwise I'm going to pull the whole bike down or pull something down. Yeah, I'm definitely not going as fast as I'm used to going. I did charge up the battery a little bit. I've been leaving my batteries at about 70-75% in anticipation of long-term storage over the winter, because I had read and also seen on videos that they said don't leave it at 100% on long-term storage. But I figured I was going to go out today. I could have rode it when it was at 75%, but I figured let me charge it up to 100%, and then as we ride it, it'll knock it back down to the 75%. So that's what we're doing today. And if we're going to try to hit this 2,600 mile marker, it'll probably do that for us. Yeah, the wind is, you can see, okay, take a look at the I like calling them weeds. You can see that thing moving, right? And it's blowing to that one direction. So you know that the wind is coming from this direction heading this way. And I can feel that push on the bike. Alright, you guys should know this whole path here. We're heading to the 3-mile circular path, but we're going down this long method. Since they fixed the curbs, where I was taking a shortcut through the parking lot of the mall area, or the strip mall area, I haven't really taken this area here. And I was also wondering if, with all the leaves coming down, whether they would break up these leaves or would they just leave it on the path. Apparently, they must blow it because there's nothing on the path. So they pick up the leaves even out here. Somebody's doing it. Part of their jobs. So we'll know better when we get closer towards the other areas. But this whole area is all raked over. They've done a good job picking it all up. And of course over here there's nothing here. Oh, since I heard that little pop, which my tire has probably run over some pebble or something. I think after this ride, I'm going to change that rear tire to the new tire that I bought. The front tire was changed out roughly a little over 1,000 miles ago. But the rear tire, which was the original front tire, is still the original tire when I bought the bike. And that thing is down to the... it's basically bald at this point. Okay, the center parts of it is bald. So the nubs are pretty much off. But I wanted to get one more ride out of it before I make that change. Now, somebody asked me whether I was going to move the front tire back to the back. No, I don't think so. Even though it's more worn out by 1,000 miles, the rear tire always runs out faster. Okay. The rear tire always seems to wear out faster because all the weight is on the rear tire. You're sitting on it, that's your weight, and then I've got all the stuff I'm carrying on it, and it's got the motor there. So yeah, that wears out faster. So putting the fresh tire there, it'll eventually catch up to the front tire, even though the front tire's got a little over 1,000 something miles over the new tire, which essentially means that I won't have to do a tire rotation by the time both of these tires are all worn out again. I had read on some forums that some of these guys were changing out their tires at about 900 miles after, then we're talking about these stock Kenda tires that come with the Rad power bikes. But I got more mileage out of this thing. Now, the rear tire, which I moved to the front, of course, and then I decided that it was just too worn out. I didn't feel comfortable in my turns, that I changed it out. I think I was at about almost 1,500 miles before giving up that one tire. So I think it's because I ride mostly these smooth paths. I don't ride on gravel. I don't ride on dirt roads and stuff like that. So I think it has less wear and tear on my tires. But Rad Power Bikes has been out of stock of these tires for a while. I was hoping to actually use the money that was given to me from the gift certificate from them. Thank you to those who bought bikes using my code, by the way. But I didn't know how long I would have to wait, so that's why I ended up buying the Avis Bike Lock. The Avis Bike Lock is sitting right here. All right, it's just sitting right into the basket. And yeah, I didn't know whether I really wanted to get another lock, but of course, it's better to have it, I guess. But it still cost me a little bit of money to get it. So I think had I not had the gift certificate, I would not have bought it. Because if you buy that lock directly on the Rad Power Bikes website, you're paying full retail price. All right, there's no discount on it. You can go on Amazon or wherever else and probably get it cheaper, but I had to use up that $100 somehow. So thank you to those who bought those bikes to give me the chance to actually get this lock. Okay, I always forget that I need to power up this area here. So now we're slowing down because I didn't prepare for that. Look, I don't know what they're doing here. Look at this. It's got some construction stuff. Yeah, I'm getting slowing down here. Yeah, they added this fencing here. That's new. Don't know why they needed it. Maybe to make sure you don't fall off into the ditch. Probably, I would imagine. Yeah, having this extra jacket and having the thing on my head really pays off. I don't feel as cold as I did. And then, of course, the full finger things on the gloves. It's really paying off for me. If I had not put on the extra jacket and the hat and the gloves, I'd probably say, okay, time to go home now. 2,590 miles now. We got 10 miles to hit 2,600. All right. 11:33 right now. Okay, we're gonna have to let them know that I'm here. Alrighty. Somebody's got some type of fire pit going on, either that or their lawn is on fire. I remember growing up in Chicago, people were allowed to burn leaves. Let me know in the comments below if you ever had to do that before. They don't allow that anymore. First off, it's kind of a little dangerous. People would put the leaves out on the street and then you'd light them on fire. No more of that. So now it's all leaf collection. Alright, I think what I'll do is I'll take you guys up to the stoplight. We'll cross on over and then I'll call it quits for today's video and we'll continue on for another video. I'm going to spread this ride out over a couple of videos. So you're not going to see the 2,600 mile marker today, but we'll see it in the next video or two. So stay tuned for that, of course. Alright, so as I approach the light, I always look to see, who's turning right, who's turning left, and try to make a decision whether I should cross straight ahead or whether I have to turn and cross to my right. With all the cars here and everything. Alright. Sure that this guy knows I'm there. Crossing over. Okay, well, I guess we should push the button. Let's push the button. It says I should cross, so we will. That guy's gonna turn, so he's letting me turn. Away, thank you. I'm over it. Okay, we've made it through. I'm gonna call it quits in a second here. I just want to go through this section. This one here is usually really bad. You can see the road ahead of me. It's kind of messy because the leaves are usually down. So apparently they don't do anything here. I think people have just rode over it with their bikes. This being more of a forest preserve area, I don't think they do anything about it. We know that on the 3-mile circular path, they do take care of that. They don't seem to do much of it there. Anyways, if you like this video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We'll continue with this on another video. So we'll have a few more videos to watch for rides. Talk to you guys next time.